In example 3, it says the graph of y equals 1 over x is translated 3 units left and 2 units up. What is the equation of the image graph? Notice this one doesn't say what is the equation in terms of x. Notice the original equation does not have function notation. So in this case, we're going to do an explicit equation. How does that work? Well, to write the equation, 3 units to the left happens inside the function, and 2 units up would happen outside or after. Now 1 over x is one of the colors. That was the blue sheet that we did at the beginning. So you should already have a picture of that in your mind, and you've already seen how left and right, up and down work with that graph. So in this case, what is the equation? All you would be asked to do and need to do in this question is write the equation. 3 units to the left would be an x plus 3, and that would show up where the x was to be inside the function. And 2 units up would happen as a plus 2 afterwards. Now, whenever in this unit, you're going to get 2 types of graphing questions. We're not asked to graph this one. One type of graphing question happened like example 1 and 2, where they gave you a graph and gave it to you in function notation, and it's usually a graph you don't know the equation of. But another type of graphing will be asking you to graph something that you do know. And so this would be an example of something that you're expected to know. You would know that this graph here, the 1 over x graph, that was our graph that had an asymptote at x equals 0 and y equals 0, had the key points 1, 1 and -1, -1, and has this shape. So as soon as you see 1 over x, you have that image of that graph in your head. And then the question is, could you move it 3 to the left and 2 up? What would happen to the asymptotes? What would happen to those other points, 1, 1, and -1, -1, and then graph it from there. But this question just asked us for the equation, so that's all we're going to do for now. The questions for practice, 12, 13, 14, and 15.